Hello everybody and welcome to the close VCA40 and the open of VCA41. Back-to-back VCAs over the weekend, so very nice. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Man, oh man, a good time to buy Axion and get it in on the cheap side. Awesome upside from here. Pretty exciting stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy the show. Once again, it's going to be pretty epic and we're going to be on for about an hour 45. Yeah, so sit back, maybe grab yourself a nice hot drink there. I've got a latte with a bit of chocolate covering there. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Look forward to your comments, of course, in the chat there. Let yourself be known. We've got Alex, our moderator, in. Fantastic price. Yeah, fantastic price for sure. Some people are big buying. Now we have had a big whale sell out, 1.6 billion Axion over the last probably 4 or 5 days. So at least the whale did it in different chunks and all at once. So that was nice of the whale. And the whales are out at a low price. So that's really good for the community. Another big whale OG probably that's not committed. We love committed whales. Obviously uncommitted whales, you know, they can move off to other pastures and all good. So all good for people buying as well. So if you're new to Axion, good time to get in a big bag of Axion per ETH and onwards and upwards. Huge news coming up from the team over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Very exciting. So it's going to be fun time. Hey, Andreas, our other moderators in the chat, hype intensifies. It does. Now, obviously, it's a good time, a buying opportunity for buyers. Markets do move, swing from buyers markets to sellers markets and back again. And so those cycles play out in crypto all the time. So it's a good time for you to pick up huge bags and you'll be super happy for that. Let's quickly check the actual auction at the moment. So we're on a mega VCA auction. So mega means it's really big. And it's a VCA venture capital auction. That's VCA means venture capital auction. And we have 2 different types of auctions at Axion. We've got venture capital auctions and we have regular auctions. So that's where, and we're at the moment, we're on a back-to-back VCA. So Friday, Saturday, 2 VCAs. Now this one is a mega auction because normally it's 500 million and today it's 3 billion. That's right, 3 billion. So every Friday, the Friday auction has rollovers from wash-ups, what we call it, from previous VCAs. And so now we have a mega VCA, pretty nice. And 3 billion, it's worth 350,000 US dollars. The current price of Axion is 00011, which is a bargain price to pick up Axion either on Uniswap or in the auction. You can decide. And so there we are. At the moment, we need 152.79 ETH to sell it out. So we need basically the 6 VCAs in today's auction, 6 of them, all in one. And basically at the moment, we're pretty close to having sold out 2 VCAs and we've got 45 minutes to go. Let's see what happens here, folks. It's just the sniping hour for Axion auctions and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, this is awesome. 2 VCAs sold out is a really cool number. So awesome stuff there. We're at 33% sold out basically. That's in my OK zone. If you're familiar with my terminology, 30-40% OK zone. Obviously, the fact that this is a mega VCA, 2 VCAs sold out already is really awesome. Obviously, the price is lower, so it means a less requirement of ETH, but still looking really good there. And let's see what happens in the next 45 minutes. Will somebody surprise us? Will a group of people surprise us? Will a whole ton of new investors go in there? We're going to find out. There's huge incentives, of course. Look at that auction price, 19.6 million Axion per ETH. Pretty outstanding stuff. We're in record level territory. That includes, plus that doesn't even include the 10% wrapped Bitcoin you're going to get. So if you enter with your Ethereum, you're going to get 19.6 million Axion per ETH plus 10% wrap Bitcoin back immediately to your wallet. And on top of that, when you go to withdraw, you'll get up to 20% bonus in Axion. So 6% bonus on top of that 19.6 million Axion per ETH, plus a 6% bonus in Axion for if you do a 350-day stake, or 20% up to 20% for a 5,555-day stake, which is approximately 15.2 years. Amazing. So why would you do that? Because you're going to get a higher amount of shares. When you go to stake, you'll also get up to 300% bonus in shares if you do a 15.2-year stake. Why would you do that? Because you're going to get more shares and more of the reward pool, and therefore you get more wrapped Bitcoin divs 4 times a week, plus Axion dividends 3 times a week, plus a minimum of 8% return each year. Pretty awesome stuff. So that's what's happening, folks. And we did see some big buys coming in to soak a bit of that whale that sold out, billion actually today, and sold out previous amounts, about 600 million a previous couple of days ago. So we can see the hourly auction here, we can see the rate, and that's all the action. But before we do that, before we get into some of the analysis, let's jump back to the
Let's jump back to the comment section and see what's happening there. And we've got GS is in the house. Let's just quickly check that. So we've got GS. Hi, I have a query on this auction. Placed a bid yesterday when 1 ETH equals 18,500 Axion, and now the price is 1 ETH equals 19,600. Can you please tell me which price will be considered? You'll get this price at the moment, the current closing price. Whatever this closes in 45 minutes, that's the price that you'll get. So you're actually doing better now, and a whale helped you out by selling out. When a whale helped out, the price went down, and so you're going to get better, more Axion per ETH. So you can thank the whale today, GS. So congratulations to you. I think there's a good chance of this auction amount holding up, but we've still got 45 minutes to go. The market can do anything. If a big buy comes in, it could push the price up, and there'll be less Axion per ETH. But at the moment, you're looking on track for getting an extra 1.1 million per ETH. So well done, GS, and good on you. You've seen all the benefits in the auction. Very nice entry for you. This is record level territory too, so you will be very happy with that, I'm sure, in the future. Very exciting stuff. Hey, great to have GS in the chat there too. We love the community. And G says, great. Yeah, it is great. So you're coming in. Timing is always the difficult thing, right? Timing is always the difficult thing. Buying a low is always getting the low is always difficult, and you're doing a pretty good job today. So very nice. Yeah, my third deposit. Oh, nice one, GS. And welcome to the Axion community. Great to see you here as well. It certainly is exciting times. Like I say, the market swings between buyers and sellers markets, and market has cycles as well. Each journey for every project will have its own journey on its way to glory, and Axion will have its own journey, and it's got a lot of stuff coming up, and indeed. So we're going to check out. Let's do a bit more analysis. Hey, welcome everybody to Axion Token channel today. We've had two videos. We had a special video on today earlier. You can go check that out on the channel. We covered Pulsechain for 45 minutes. That was a specialty topic, and now we're doing full on our daily auction close. So I hope you enjoy that too. Look around on the channel. We also have staking auction videos, wealth management videos, strategy and marketing videos, all sorts of stuff, general crypto videos. You can go and check it out on this channel. Very cool. Subscribe to this channel, like and share, hit the bell, of course, for further notifications, and welcome to Axion Token YouTube. We're going to grow fast. This is really going to happen big time over the next couple of months, so watch out. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, so let's quickly check some of the actual specs at the moment. So this is where we're at, 50.74 ETH. I'm pretty happy with that at the moment, and we've still got 40 minutes to go. We'll see what comes in there as well. Now let's have a quick look. We've got back-to-back VCAs. So VCA number 41 is coming up. It's going to be, let me have a look here. It's going to be 508 million Axion is going to be up for grabs. That's going to be just under $60,000 US at the moment. So that's coming up in just 40 minutes. So that's going to be back-to-back. And then that will be followed up by a regular auction, 200 million Axion there. That's a regular auction. You get 10% bonus Axion. And a VCA, you get 10% bonus wrap Bitcoin. That's the differences there, folks, if you're new to Axion. All right, let's quickly jump to here. So we're going to jump out of the hourly. You can see we're tracking along. We're going to move to the daily chart. And boom, there we are. Let's go back down here. And we're going to look at some of the price action we had. So we had a nice big buy there, almost 91 million. It was a nice big buy. We had a 30 million in there. So we had some good little buys starting to sweep up some of that cheaper Axion there. And if we go back down a bit further, here's the whale, 746C. They've been selling. They sold about 600 million earlier in the week. Excuse me, and they've just done two sales there, 500 million. They did a buy there. Someone else did a buy there as well. So we're having quite a bit of trading going on with that one. Got a 500 million buy there. I'm not sure if they kept that one, but that looks like a buy. And what else we got in here? I thought there was another one in there somewhere further back. So they've done a couple anyway. You can actually check that out on their wallet. So if we jump on to the whale that sold, let's go check that out. I don't know who the whale is, so it's quite anonymous. Let's go check that out, and we can go in there. I think they've got some ETHs going out. So they got 26 ETH out of those two sales. And what else? These are the two sales there. So it was about 6 hours ago they did that. You can see there. We go click on there, and let me just go jump back there. Sorry. So that's what they did. I think they're a long-term holder. Yeah, they've got some NFTs in there, so they're obviously a long-term holder. So they've decided to do something else now. So onwards and upwards. That actually helps Axion if you get all the liquid whales decide to move on at a low price. That's actually a benefit long-term, especially all the news coming up. So that's there, folks. All right, let's quickly, I think we're going to jump on the general channel. We've got a couple of comments here from, I think Punky's made a few comments, so we're going to check out some of Punky. He's the strategy and marketing manager. Let's check out some of those as well and get into that. Before I do that, of course, let's check on some of the comments, see what we've got here. SG, great, says, and then, of course, yeah, my third deposits are very nice. Once again, if you're in the watching, let yourself be known in the chat. We love hearing from you on the chat and discussing maybe some of the topics you raise. Very cool. Once again, it's a pretty cool day. Back-to-back VCAs is always fun. We've got some good amount of ETH in there at the moment. So that means you've been getting wrapped Bitcoin divs from those. And if you've been bidding in, of course, you get that 10% wrapped Bitcoin divs plus all the benefits for, an Axion at the moment, and also the shares that you'll get as well. So pretty epic stuff. All right. So, yeah, we've got a couple of comments. I think there was a couple of comments. Obviously, the price moving down, the Discord and stuff gets a bit more active. Just trying to go through there, just get up to some of the recent ones. Let's go here. So talking about price there. So none of us happy with this price. No one. We'll continue to unload every gun and every work ideas of the community every day. When the price finally reaches the multi-billion-dollar value, we will know it will be. We will push harder each day until we can get part of an actual, honest, ethical finance system. So nice stuff there from Punky there. Just for the community benefit, would like to give an analogy here. Even at the current price, this idea alone will cost the community $3 million a year and extend ROI by 33%, 3 years max year. And just on the price appreciation as an emission here, it's known. So effectively zero. So nice. We mustn't let emotions pull us away, of course, from sound economics. A lot happening in the world of crypto, lots of opportunities coming to us. I would like for the next event strategy, for the next thing, strategy focuses to be on Uniswap buy pressure, which has zero to do with the auctions. Yeah, and that's why I've been talking about a lot in the last weeks. There's definitely some really good solutions for that. So it took a while for people to bring up. I think a couple of people definitely brought up some good ideas. I'm sure Punky's got some there. The idea the auctions were too big and harming prices proven false. I agree with that too. So we've covered that every day here, of course. Price appreciation always the focus for sure, but we must balance long and short term. I would say the short term is pretty damn important during the bear transition. We've got lots of plans to implement the team. Let's go chatting, then vote on them. So awesome stuff there. Just talking about the whale leaving. Yeah, see, paper hands a whale. So that's fine. It's always good. We've got lots of committed whales. We've got the board investors, of course, is full of whales and sharks and dolphins and stuff like that. So all pushing the community forward. So nice stuff there. If you're new to Axion, it's a great time to pick up a ton of Axion and bode well in the future for sure. All right, so that's some of there. We also got Master Prius in there as well. Prius, so we'll check out Master Prius. He is the previous tokenomics guru as well, and he's in the chat today. He hadn't been here for a while actually, so nice to see Master Prius in the house. I have a lot of respect for Master Prius. So let's just jump to today's post. I'm not sure where yet, but I definitely think about it. The price will turn soon, and certainly a lot of news coming from the team. So if there's some material commercial stuff in there, we'll definitely get a nice push up in the price. At some point, the Hex people will be coming back to Axion for sure. So that's true too. Like I said in my previous video today, Pulsechain is sucking up a lot of economic energy in crypto land, especially with the market flat or bearish. So you can see that green flag for Hex, and a lot of Hex skins are inside Axion, and so that's a lot of truth there. A lot of transfer of wealth will probably flow back into Axion from there. Very nice. Some of it actually did today. Some buyers definitely even mentioned that they'd sold some Hex profits into Axion. So that's just the beginning, I think, for that theme. At some point, Hex people will come back. Absolutely great to see more selling. To be honest, final capitulation stage. That's true too. You see capitulation, especially original Axion OGs with the whole ton of billions of Axion. If they're not willing to commit, then it's better to have them leave at a lower price. So that's pretty cool. And a guy who sold 1 billion was selling 12 to 15 million 2 weeks ago at 0.001518. So he now he said, I'm done. I'm out of Axion. See ya. So he has got frustrated, I guess, and dumped it. People are funny when they can't wait to sell the bottom to buy some shiny object that is already up 20x when Axion is down a big month. So yeah, just some analysis there, I guess. Great opportunity buying, absolutely 100% on that. And people just let their emotions get them in this type of situation where Axion keeps going lower. From experience, my best value always comes from staying true to your convictions. Axion has a great future, and we will turn this around. My conviction has not changed one bit. Hard to imagine today, but we can still get to 1 cent. So that's from Master Prius, and I've got a lot of cred for him. We need to get sellers out. That's correct, and that's always been the case. And it's better to get them down at this price for sure. And it allows, over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a real diversity of new investors, and that's really good. So if we have whales that aren't committed go, that's even better for the community as we move back up. You won't have billions selling into higher prices and taking a lot of liquidity. That's really neat. So last year we all thought Axion could flip Hex. Well, if Hex is worth 40 billion, I think Axion could easily be worth 500 million someday. So that's true too, and crazy to watch Hex. There's Master Prius, yeah, doing some stuff there. So very nice. I think some really nice comments there for both of the two tokenomics guys inside Axion, and really nice there. And yeah, really cool. All right, so let's jump over to the chat here. And once again, I think hey, let's get some comments in that chat. It's a little quiet in there. Come on, let's do it. Do. So okay, well, let's jump back over to the auction. And what we're at, we're 50.74. Ethereum, $116,686 already in there. Very nice. We need 351.69 for the seller of Mega VCA. We've got six VCAs selling out in this current auction at the moment. We've got 6. We've sold out 2, and we're looking to try and move up there and see where we can get to a third at least, and that'd be pretty neat. Awesome stuff. All right, 31 minutes to go, folks. We're looking good. And don't forget that we've also got the launches on at the moment. We've got the Direwolf launch, airdrop, and fundraiser. So make sure if you've got a max share stake with over 500,000 Axion staked, you will qualify for this. All you have to do is hit the launch. The other wallet is just a demo wallet, not really qualified and eligible for the airdrop. But if you are qualified, you will get a positive qualified statement there. And awesome stuff. That's a new partnership. And if you click here, go to the page, you can actually find the forms. So this is all on the Axion portal. You don't have to go anywhere special. You can read all about it. You can go visit Direwolf. You can also click here to participate in the airdrop. So you just, click on that, and it'll bring up the form. And so you need to fill this in and submit it. And basically you got to say, do you have a max share stake with over 500K? You just go, yeah, okay. Do you follow Twitter, Axion on Twitter? If you don't, you should, because Axion on Twitter is really on fire at the moment. We've got Albie running that at the moment, and boy, she's doing a terrific job as far as I know. I think Destroyer and other people are probably into that as well. So very nice to see that on Discord. And so you tick that. Please quote, tweet, and following posts from Axion and tags 2 friends. So you tick that. Please quote, tweet, and following posts from Direwolf and tag 2 friends. And please give friends at Direwolf a follow. Very cool. And that's what you'll get an airdrop, so you get the latest news from Direwolf too. Finally, what is your public wallet address? Just paste it in there, and then obviously a disclaimer there. And airdrops will be sent out to all qualifying wallets within 5 days of the snapshot, and then just click submit there. So very cool on that one. And that's 160,000 US dollars in airdrop there. Another layer, as I always say the layer thing, because that's the way you've got to see it. And obviously they've got about 6,500 to 7,500 people in their community. So it's another community being associated with Axion that can have that cross-pollination of investors and ideas. So pretty neat there. All right, so that's going on there for the launch. And obviously we're going to close out there. We've also got if you had been in Sleepy Sloth, you would have got a little burritos value worth. That's really like a cool community meme coin, and that's got a huge following. Sleepy Sloth got a big community. Now you would have got probably a $6 to $8 worth of airdrops. Just a small one, but that's a bit of fun, that one. And obviously that's going to do its thing in the fun side of community. Then we've got this commercial partner, which is SKRT IEO. And that had a big launch event. Now we're expecting the airdrop for that around about the 15th, 16th of this month. So that's coming, and so that's going to be fun to get that. Also there was an IEO, so a lot of Axion investors, I think at least 200 to 300 got into that, maybe a bit more into that one with the IEO and got in on that one. They were KYC. Few people had issues with that, but otherwise it's pretty good. So that's coming up. And Punky, our strategy and marketing, or strategy manager now, I guess, is basically said there's more coming, some more commercial ones too. So that's going to be really cool. So we're going to have a mixture. Hopefully we'll have a mixture of about 80% commercial IEOs and maybe 20% community and fun IEOs. It's nice to get that balance right. So probably 80-20 is probably a good mix. So hopefully that's what we've got coming down the track. Certainly a lot of different projects in crypto wanting to get on board with Axion investors because they're willing to stake for 5,555 days, which is a huge upside. All right, let's go to some of the chat there. We've got Andreas there. Axion is looking more bullish in my eyes. Over 115 billion stake for max shares. Let's check that out. That's where I was going to go right now. We'll just close down these application forms, and Leah, I'm going to leave there, and then let's go over to the Axion dashboard. We've just flipped over the Axion dashboard. You can find all these links in the video description, and we'll go to there. We're just going to go down to Max Share Club. So there we are, 117.37 billion there in the Max Share Club. And that's how big it is now. So even bigger than what Andreas is saying there, over 115 billion, yeah, over 117 billion. Axion launches a solid team, constantly improving the project, and Hex is doing well, which proves there is a great market. Yeah, it's really good. And then we got Yuya Namoto. Hey Yuya, great to see you. Yuya Namoto in the house. I've been watching nightly. I like all the engagement in the Axion community. Yeah, the Axion community is really cool, and lots of stuff coming up ahead. The other thing is, let's give comparison, because Hex launched as the first certificate of deposit back on the 2nd of December 2019. So they're a lot older than all the other certificate deposits programs, like Axion and Wise, for example. And so Axion's really is only in the 7th month, so really early in its journey compared to Hex. And there's a lot of stuff development coming out in the next few weeks. So exciting stuff, and each project has their own journey, and so it's going to be a fun time. There is a lot of cross investors in those projects, so it's a fun time as well. Hey, Lamzo's in the house. Hey all. Hey, good to see you, Lamzo's, as always. Very cool indeed. Hey, I think we just had some more ETH go into the auction. Let's have a look. 0.8 ETH, I think we did. Let's go to the activity there. We're going to jump over to the auction here. Let's go back. I think we had some bids in. Nice one. Let's 50.74. I think we've got some more. Let's just refresh this page and check that out. I think we got a bid in there. Very cool. I love the notifications on the Axion Today dashboard. 51.54. Woohoo! We're up just that little bit more. 0.8 ETH. That's pretty cool. So we're up to 51.54, and we need 153 to sell out at the moment. And of the Axion price at the moment is 0.0011683, and looking good. So we've got 3.7 million in liquidity, 529 in daily volume, which is actually quite decent these days. Obviously that was the whale, and also people buying after the whale sold, people buying, so that's cool. And we've got 1,817 ETH in the pool versus 16 billion Axion in the pool, and that's up slightly from yesterday, and that's where we're at for there. All right, let's jump over to let's jump back to here. So I want to just go over some of the metrics at the moment. We're at currently got 283.1 billion total supply. We've got about, if we take off the dev wallet, we're calibrated about 44.5 billion in liquid supply, and we really want to get the squeeze on that. So as Punky was saying earlier in the chat there, they've got things they're going to look to target that, and they're probably, some of those will probably go to votes, things like that. So that's really cool, and I think there are a couple of really good ideas to deal with liquidity on there. Obviously auctions are going pretty well actually. They've had a few slow ones last week before the new balancing auction rules, but they've actually been going pretty well if you think about it, and picking up as pace as well, which is what I expected if things went to track. So, and they're going pretty well from that point of view. All right, staked amount 235.9 billion is staked, which is outstanding, and Axion really is probably the leader in long-term stakes. We've got basically about 84% staked if we adjust for the dev wallet. We're sitting at 831 on crypto rank, so a long way to go back up there. 24,680 stakes, almost at 25,000, pretty epic. Average stake size 9.25 million, average stake length 2,358 days. Just keeps getting longer, which is really neat. And obviously market cap down at 11 million. We've got a long way to go up to that $1 billion target, even to 500 million. So it's a great time to enter, pick up some Axion, and join the way on the way up at some stage. So we're just waiting for that turning point to come in place. A lot of news coming from the Axion team in the next few weeks, so it should be a bit of fun. The share rate is at 1.1611. Now that goes up every day. It represents compound interest, so you really want to stake earlier to get more shares from that too. And there we are at the back at the auction there. Very cool. All right, so let's jump over to here, and we've got the auctions waiting for Wrap Bitcoin. Let's check out the chat, see what's going on there. John Robinson's in the house. Hey John, good to see you. How you doing? How you doing, John? How you doing? So there we are. Bit of Tony Danza there. Bit of Tony Danza. Yeah, I do a few. You know, what was it? What do you call it when you copy someone's voice? Mimics or something? Can't remember now. Impressions. Hey everybody, huge auction, fire sale prices for new entrants, absolutely. So if you're new to Axion, you've timed it well because you're going to get some pretty awesome rates today. GS is already in the house onto this one in today's auction, so that's going to look really epic. And timing these good entry prices is really key, as you know. So very awesome stuff there. Right, let's have a look here. We've got a few buys going on. The last couple of buys, 600,000 there, 2 million, 1.7 million, 337, half a million there. So pretty nice stuff going on there at the moment. We had a bigger buy obviously earlier, 91 million, and another 29 million there. So not too bad. A couple of small sales. So pretty cool. And people are coming in to snap up some of those prices there. So very cool. All right. Let's check some of the markets at the moment, and we'll get into that. But once again, get in the chat there. If you've got any issues, any talks, we can talk about that. Would love to do that. We've got Bitcoin at 35,230. Basically just over 35,000. Ethereum just weakening off. Like I said, we've been having green days, red days, green days, and obviously we're quite red at the moment. $2,300, and we've got the what's it, 24 down 4 to 6% respectively in the last 24 hours, and still down. Look, Ethereum down 15% over the last 7 days, so that's pretty impressive. There we got Binance Coin, which is one of my two favorites, at 330. We got Cardano at 137, and Dogecoin at 30 cents. So that's the Elon Musk favorite there, and even that he's obviously not buying at the moment because that's at 30 cents. So maybe he'll start waiting until it falls a bit further and then start buying it up. Who knows? So that's what's going on there. We've got XRP followed up, and then we've got Polkadot, which is another favorite of mine, Polkadot, and then Uniswap at $20. Wow, that's really come off its edge there, and you can see the difference in prices there. Let's see what we'll go through. Got any green there? On the other, oh well, in a week we've still got the AMPs up, still pretty nice, 52%. What else we got in the last? Chillis is up 16, 10% respectively for 7 and 14 days. Let's have a look through here. Every pretty red, sea of red. Now obviously this is doesn't have Hex on there. Gate keeps Hex, so that's apparently there's a lawyer going to town on that one about gatekeeping on those channels, so they're getting a cease and desist letter, I understand. So that's going to be all fun and dramas for that. We go to nomics.com, we can actually see Hex is actually placed at number 5. They've gone up 3 spaces in the last couple of days, and bypassed Cardano, Dogecoin, and Ripple. So that's where they're at the moment. Binance Coin's in the front, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether, of course. So some interesting stuff happening there. But let's get back to the auction at the moment. 51.54 versus 152.85. So pretty cool day to enter. Look at that rate, 19.6 million per Axion per ETH, and you've got 10% wrap Bitcoin cash back. Man, oh man, some awesome incentives. Plus, you can get 6% to 20% for staking longer than a year. Pretty awesome stuff. That is outstanding. All right, let's go back to the chat there. I think I've got a bit behind, have I? Or how am I doing? Hi, everybody. Let's go back. I think I'm way behind now. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm miles behind. You guys, I said make some posts in the chat, and you guys absolutely hammered it. So fantastic. John Atkins says, hi, everybody. Trying to decide whether to buy more today or wait until tomorrow. That's always the case, isn't it? John Atkins, I meant the current VCA or next. Yeah, well, it's a mega VCA today, so pretty good results, but it'd be interesting. Just depends whether you think the price is going to slip a bit more on the Axion. And then tomorrow auction, much smaller size. Yep, and of course it is. I forgot that. That's 500 million, and so we're sold out 2 already today. So we never know with that one. Tomorrow will be a very interesting auction, though, from the auction's new rules point of view and demand as well. So it'll be interesting. Alex K, but who knows which way the price goes? Absolutely. I added a bit more in this one, says Alex K. Just too hard to pass up. Alex is very good at picking out some of these things, so well done, Alex. John Robinson, it's likely a deflationary economy. People postponing buying. Yep, that's true. Cheers, Alex. Yes, I'm almost certainly going to buy before the end of this one, and I think that's probably a decent decision to make there. You can join GS on that one. Did it? Where we go there? Yeah, and John Robinson, maybe cheaper tomorrow. Lol. Yeah, well, it's the old thing, maybe. But if people start snapping it up at this price, you never know. It could move back up to 00013, 14, something like that. My comment was intended for you, John Robinson says. Story of my crypto life, says John. Alex K says, in Hex, it was kind of the same thing in the early days, dropping price and occasionally whale dumping. As long as the team keeps pushing forward, the sentiment will change. Man, that's a really great comment there, Alex. Absolutely. That's why I was going back before about saying, Axion's in its seventh month, whereas Hex is, already what's a year ahead or something like that. So very different journeys as well. Got different benefits, different makeup of it, culture, different, all that stuff's all different, and the journey will be different. But we've got an incredible team and an incredible community, and we're early days, so early investors at the moment will really benefit from that rollout. And the next 4 to 6 weeks, we've got lots of stuff coming. Punky's alluded to it, Pullen's alluded to it. Joel's alluded to it. LB, it's all going. We're already seeing some real nice action from LB and the social media with Twitter and stuff, and I think that's huge to get that army going, that Twitter army going. We've also got the basically what's it, the partnership program coming up. That's going to be really important, getting a real promotional army going. That's going to be huge, and we'll get more people, more channels up and running. Be really cool. It'd be nice to get up to 10 to 12 different major promoters. At the moment, we've got Axion today. We've got obviously this channel. I think we've got obviously the official Axion Foundation. So that's that. We've also got on I think Twitter, there's another channel that's pretty decent, and also Facebook, there's a pretty decent one on Facebook, and there's probably a few others that I haven't mentioned, but that's pretty awesome. We need to keep growing that as well, and spreading the word, because if people don't know about it, they don't know about it, right? So it's about doing all that. Lamzo said, I added to my DOT stack today. Off topic, yeah. Let's move Lamzo to off topic. Off you go. You can put that on Discord. Off topic. How about that? Yeah. Now we talk about other topics, but we'll see how we go. Just depends on what's up, really. Very true, says Robin. Fortunately, with max stakes, I have nowhere to go. Yeah, once you max stake, you just sit back and relax and earn those divs. You'll have to go up and down with the cycles, of course, and obviously more staking. You have to adjust to that. So there are a few things you have to take into account when you do that as well. As John Robinson, as fun action, I bought enough Direwolf to be top 300. John, you champion. That's pretty hilarious. All right. So there we are. World domination of Direwolf. That's pretty cool. Now, I think actually Direwolf has a big upside if they can get their marketing out to the Game of Thrones community. That's the whole theme sitting in behind Direwolf. So if they can get actually the Game of Thrones community on YouTube, it's ginormous. And I no doubt they've got lots of other things. So if they did a lot more marketing around that, they could really pick up a pretty huge community. I mean, the community is already decent at 6,500 to 7,500, and obviously some Axion Knights in there now too. But they could really actually expand that quite big if they do play their cards right. Get into some of those clubs, those Game of Thrones clubs and other stuff. That's a really way to go. Alex K. Robinson, locked in for a while. Yeah, that's right. When you max stakes. So Gertz Limpin's in the house. Good morning from sunny UK. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Another sunny day there. And obviously it's getting a bit more colder here. That's the way we go. Hey, we've got 15 minutes to go, basically. We've got 51.54. I'm just going to refresh the page, and let's see how we go there with the bid. So we've got, since we've done the live stream, we've had 0.8 ETH go in there that I'm aware of, so not too bad. And we'll see where we get some more bids in the last 15 minutes with that sniping going on. The rate's pretty epic, 19.6 million. People are debating whether today's rate will be better than tomorrow's rate. Obviously, this is a mega VCA with 3 billion in it, and we'll see. And also the price is getting a little bit of buying in there. We'll see whether that continues and then the price gets bid up or not. So we'll watch out for that. If we go to full page, we can actually go back to the whole history. We're actually almost back at the launch price there. The low price, what's the low price on the chart here? Okay, the low price is 409374. So that was back near the beginning of when we're doing the new token launch. And so we're almost back there. So it's certainly buying the low with a buyer's market at the moment. It seems pretty good at the moment. And so really, you've got, hey, we've got to go up this direction here. That's pretty much where we're going. All right, so awesome stuff. And we have a lot of news, a lot of stuff that's been in development in the previous couple of months is going to flow out over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So that's looking good. In fact, it's actually probably a quick sooner than what I'm saying. No, probably 4 to 6 weeks is the time frame. It's 12th of June at the moment. So that makes about right. All right. And Alex K, nice one, John Robinson. I did something similar for Sloth. So it seems like Alex is a secret sleepy sloth whale. So very cool. And Alex says, hello, Gertz. Good to see Gertz in the channel as well. And love those comments. Hey, welcome to everybody, of course. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And, of course, hit the bell, ding, 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 for further notifications. Obviously, we cover auctions every day on this channel, and we do specialty videos as well. Some of them are specialty videos about Axion, and some of them are specialty videos about other projects and other trends happening in crypto. And sometimes we even go a bit further and talk about macroeconomics. Oh boy, macroeconomics. Yeah, sometimes we do, occasionally, but not too in depth. But that's where we head to, folks. There's also a lot of wealth management videos on here as well, just about investing principles and stuff like that. So, and also we also look at pretty much talking about some good picks in the market. And obviously that's subject to the market trends at the moment. Obviously the market's a little bit red. We can see that the market's a bit red today. So not a great day for buying. Of course, in red days, you try to pick, when people are selling, you try to pick the bottom, and you pick up some good deals in there at the moment. Now, the positive at the moment, I think, is that Bitcoin's still over 30,000 and ETH is still over 2,000. And as long as that stays the case, we're in pretty positive territory. If it goes below that, then boy, we really are in a bearish place for sure. I think we just got the price going up a little bit there, just as I'm saying. Let's go back to the hourly on that. Boom. There, that little green candle on the hourly. Yoo-hoo-hoo! Party time. Let's break out the, I got no alcohol, but there we are. We'll break out some alcohol there. Okay, we've got 11 minutes to go. We're at 51.54. Let's go and check out some of the activity in the last. Hey, wait a minute. We've got some more. Hey, let's jump up here. We've got more ETH in here. Come on. Does someone say on the chat? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We've got some more ETH. 53.12. Woohoo! We're up, going up. Hey, if it's that's pretty awesome. Maybe someone from the chat, a couple of people were talking about going in, so who knows? But we're up to 53.12. Awesome stuff. We're just climbing a little bit further. Now, remember, out of this auction, 85% of the ETH that's bid in goes to buy wrap Bitcoin on Uniswap, and then that gets distributed to stakers. So very cool. And people that bid in, they get 10% wrap Bitcoin paid back to them immediately by entering. And once they withdraw and stake, they'll have their stakes show up on the stake page. So they just go to the stake page. It's where their stakes will show up after the auction's finished. They'll have their little my bets below, and then they can withdraw that and then stake that, and that will show up on the staking page. So GS, if you know where your stakes are, they're going to be on the staking page once you withdraw and stake them. So that's how that works. Let's actually go to the announcements, and maybe this will help GS. GS has done a couple, of course, I think GS said so. But if you go to the announcements on the Discord, this is for Axion, you can actually, hey, we've got something here. Oh, I've got a couple of town halls. I've got to read the news. I haven't read the news today. We're going to come back to that in a second. Probably maybe leave the news for the new VCA perhaps. So we'll just scroll up here. So when you actually come out of the auction, this is the form that you'll get on the auction page, and you basically just put your days in. You'll have your auction rate winning. So at the moment it's about 19.6 million per ETH. And then you're going to get your additional bonus. So if you stake 350 days, you get 6% bonus in Axion. And if you stake 15.2 years or 5,555 days, you get 20%. So that gets added to it, and then you'll have your total principal. So awesome. Then on top of that, of course, if you're in a VCA, you've got your 10% wrap Bitcoin as well, and that went back to your wallet. So that won't show up on here. Then you take your total principal, you divide it by the share rate at the moment, which is about 1.161, I think it was, and then that will give you your basic shares. That's what happens. So you take your principal, divide it by the share rate, that will give you your basic shares. And then on top of that, if you thought that was good already, you're going to get longer pays better. So every year that you stake, you get 20% more shares. And so if you stake for 15.2 years, you're going to get over 300%. Mind blown, I know. And then that's what's going to happen. You're going to get that bonus added to your basic shares, and that's the amount there in this example. This example is 10 years, and that shows you that they were getting 30 million shares all up. So basically 10 million plus 20 million equals 30 million approximately. And also because they're longer than 5 years, they get all the big payday bonus as well. So another bonus. So you got a bonus coming out of the auction here. You got a longer pays better bonus for staking along here, and then you've got also a big paydays which coming up. There's 50 billion Axion for those as well over 5 years. Pretty amazing stuff. And then all you have to do is click stake. Once you do that, it will show up on the staking page back on the platform here which is this one here. It will show at the bottom, and it'll have your beautiful long stake there, and you'll start earning dividends on top of your 8% interest from all the auctions that we have. 4 VCAs per week, wrap Bitcoin, 3 regular auctions in Axion. Pretty awesome. All right, so let's go back to the auction. I think we're in the final 10 minutes. There we're 7 minutes. There we are, final 7 minutes, and we're counting it down. And this was the actual Axion today dashboard. We're just looking at a couple of bids. We've got 0.08 in there. We've got the 1.5 from a shark and a shark, 2 sharks. Watch out, folks, there's sharks in the water. That's about it. I love that joke. That's why we say it. Then we've got a fish coming in there, 0.8 ETH, and that was about 20 minutes ago. So these are the bids I think we've had in the last hour. Let's have a look. We had a couple more bids in the last hour. We had a fish come in, 0.6 ETH. We had a dolphin come in, 1 ETH, and a dolphin come in, 0.4. We had dolphin come in, 0.18. So that's all in the last hour or so. So that's pretty awesome stuff. So it has been quite active. That's nice to see. All right, let's scroll back down to there. We're currently at 129.65 wrap Bitcoin. We're almost at 130 over 40 VCAs. Isn't that a nice number to get to? Let's hope we can get slightly just up there to 130 over 40 VCAs. That'd be quite a nice rounded number. I love round numbers like that. So anyway, let's go. All right, so here we are, 6.5 minutes to go. If you're going to get in, you better get in quick for this one. Obviously, there's another VCA coming up, so you don't have to be too urgent. But if you want to lock in these prices here, almost 19.6 million Axion per ETH, 10% wrap Bitcoin cash back to your wallet, and up to 20% bonus. Pretty outstanding stuff. Really is cool. All right, let's go quickly check. Probably got a bit behind there. Alex says, very cool. So much Axion plus wrap Bitcoin, up 20% for long duration stake. Really is awesome. For new investors coming in now, this really is a good time for them. And ESPL is in the house. Happy Mega VCA Day, Superman. Absolutely. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's, what is it? It's Happy Mega VCA Day, Superman. Woohoo! I love it. That's cool. All right, I better not get chucked off the show. I might get one of those little, umbrellas things to get carried off. All right, so very cool. All right, let's just go back here. So we're at 54.12. We just got a bit more ETH in there, folks. It snuck in there. So we're at 54.12. Let's go back to here. Yep, we got 1 ETH from a shark. And what else we got? So it's not showing up yet, but there was another bid in there. So we're at 54.12. Very cool. That snuck in there while I was trying to read out some of those comments. Hey, once again, welcome everybody to the Axion Token channel. We cover the Axion auctions every day. Pretty awesome, and we often do a lot of other topical videos as well, especially in cryptocurrency land, because cryptocurrency land is so full of so many projects. I mean, there must be tens of thousands of them by now. Certainly, there's a lot on CoinGecko. What does CoinGecko say? CoinGecko says there's 7,885. Well, that's how many they've got on their side as well. But we know that there's probably tens and tens of thousands now. People can make, coins all over the place these days. But you've got to find the quality projects, and that's a small percentage of those 7,885. A small percentage is quality projects, and Axion is one of those. Very cool. All right, so there we are, 54.12. We've got less than 5 minutes to go. It's going to be a lot of fun there. I'm going to grab a little drink here, and we're going to wait for what else we got there. SP, Happy Mega VCA Day. I like that. It's so cool. We're almost at 125,000 US dollars into the today's auction. Pretty nice as well. Our full target is 350. We've basically got 6 VCAs in here, of course. So that's a lot. And like I say, if we sell out 1 VCA, that's pretty good, right? And we sell out 2, which is basically what we've done. That's even better. Pretty nice there. All right, let's get out the old calculator, actually. Do some maths. We'll do some maths. It's only a percentage maths, don't worry. We're not doing like, eigen values or something. All right, so 54.12 divided by 152.75. Here we are, folks. We're currently at 35.43% sold out. Very nice. And if we just do that by mega auction, then we're 152.75 divided by 6. Let's divide it by 6. That would give us 24.45 for that. So we'll take that, and 24. I lost my advanced calculator. 54.12 divided by 25. I think it was 0.41. That would give us no, Is that right? Okay, that's looks like we're over two VCA sold, 2.1 standard VCA, so that's pretty handsome indeed. And we've got a bit of a shift in the price there. We've got a little bit 001174, just a little tad up there. So nice to see that in there at the moment. Another 2.5 million buy. Nice. There really is good buying time at the moment, and the auctions are supercharged buying. I mean, look at that rate. Wow. Pretty awesome. All right, so in a VCA, the actual Uniswap rates are the same. So the market rate is 19.5, and so is at the moment just over that is in the auction. But you do get 10% cash back, and you get up to 20% bonus in Axion when you withdraw and stake from the auction. So that's a huge benefit, especially if you're long going to stake for long term. Why do you stake for long term? To get the most shares. The most shares gives you most of the reward pool, and then you get a lot more of the wrap Bitcoin divs and Axion dividends over the life of your stake, which is pretty epic. Now, obviously, we're coming up to Axion version 3, so all the stakes are going to be basically turned into NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and later, when the team is ready and what they call the Goldilocks zone, they're going to do some deflationary trading for that, and so even max share stakes will actually be able to be sold at some stage in that period. So that's lots of stuff there, and lots of stuff really first for deflation tokenomics coming up with Axion. Going to be a pretty exciting place. All right, let's go out of there and let's check some of the comments as we go. John Roberts says the VCA is the highest rewarding VCA since May 21st. VCA 28. Oh wow, good number there, John. Thanks for that. So there we are, the highest rewarding VCA since May 21st. And what, we've got GS in there. I think we had Alex's in there, a couple of other people, John's in there. That's a really good indication of value that you're picking up today. And Alex K says, in ETH or USD terms, John Robinson, in dollar terms, says John Robinson. So nice analysis. Isn't it a great community to have all this information coming? And so, you can sit back, do your work, go out, do your entertainment, come up to the show, and you get all this insights from all these people in the team. It's really nice to see that. So awesome stuff. All right, so we're at 54. We've got 52 seconds left. We're counting it down. VCA40. Can you believe it? Number 40. That's 40. There we are. So I have to be careful with that. Hey, we just got some more ETH in there. 55.92. Boom, yeah. So we just jumped up there. 55.92. Very nice. Yeah, nice. 0.8 ETH from a dolphin, and we may have another one coming in after that. So pretty cool. 30 seconds to go. As we're going to get more sniped in. Hasn't been too bad for the sniping, to be honest. Very cool. Got to remember the market generally is red. It's a bearish market at the moment, and we're getting these good results. That's pretty good indeed. I think that's pretty nice. So 55.92, and we've got 14 seconds to go. Divided by 152.58, and we're at 36.65 now. 36.65. That's pretty cool. That's in my okay zone. Remember, 30-40% is always that's my category, but that's in my okay zone. So okay result, but of course it's a mega VCA, so it's actually a really good result. We've sold over 2 VCAs, and that's a good result. Pretty nice in a day. So that bodes well for the next one, because the next one's just 1 VCA. That's all. It's not 3 billion. That's 1 VCA. Now, what happens to the Axion here? We've got 306 million. So that divided by let me redo that number. Let me do 55. So the auction's finished, folks. VCA 40 has finished, and that's the final numbers. So 55.92 divided by times 19.549. That means that we sold 1,093 million. Yay! Do the Fozzie. Yay! Whatever it is. I can't remember. What's that guy with the beak on the Muppets? So we sold 1,093 million. That's pretty good. That's over 2 VCAs, about 2.15. That's pretty awesome stuff. So congratulations on that one. And so yeah, 1,093 million we sold. Awesome stuff. Now let's put that into so we've got 1.9 billion going to flow over to next Friday. So 1.9 billion will flow over to next Friday, folks. That's how it's going to work. Every Friday, anything that doesn't sell out in previous auctions flows over to the following Friday. So next week's going to be even lower than 3 billion. So 3 billion, it'll be 1.9, say, and then we'll see what happens with the next couple of VCAs and see what the actual numbers, whether it's going to be less than 3 billion by the time we get there, of course. It all depends. So, folks, we just started VCA number 41. 41, we're heading up to 50. We're heading up to 50. We just started day 41. Now, this is auction day 211. Auction day 211 has just started. VCA number 41. We got 508 million in there, and we need 25.81 ETH to sell it out at the current price of Axion, which is 0.001174, and the Ethereum price is $2,293. So that gives you sort of a starting point for that. Very cool indeed. All right, so let's watch out for that, and we're going to get some wrap Bitcoin divs on that one. So very nice. And like I say, that 1.9 billion will flow over to next Friday, and we'll, depending on how the rest of the VCAs sell out before then, we'll see what number we have. Whether we get another high number like 3 billion or much lower. So we'll see. No, when I say much lower than that, so maybe 2.7 or something like that. We'll see. To depend on how we do. But obviously we need 25.81 to sell over the next 24 hours. VCA41, very cool. So I hope you guys are enjoying your wrap Bitcoin divs. They'll be showing up on the stake. They're back-to-back VCAs. So you'll have a line item below here. And it will have your, if you're registered, you'll have with a stake, you'll have it showing down below here. So that's where you'll be able, and you can claim it at any time. You can claim your wrap Bitcoin divs at any time, which is really cool. And at the moment, the gas prices are super cheap. In fact, they got to single digits today. So let's go for a check out of that, and then we're going to jump back to the auction because we might get some sniping in the opening hour. So I hope you're going to stay around, get yourself a drink. I'm still drinking my latte. It's still warm, so there we are. It's just warm, still warm, and so I'm drinking that over the next hour in the live stream. So get yourself something, get yourself comfortable, and let's go for it. Pretty exciting stuff. All right, so we haven't quite have an average of under 10 yet. We've had a lot. Look at this though, 11, 11, 11, but we did have some moments in there where we got Gwei at 8 and 9. So will we get an average close under 10? I think it's possible this weekend. I think it is, unless there's something dramatically happens. You can see we've got 8 there. We had 9 there on fast earlier. So it really is a good chance we might get an average coming up that's under 10. That would be something, wouldn't it? So we're looking forward to that. All right, so let's go back to the auction, and we don't want to miss out on the action. I'll just let me log on there. All right, so there we go, and let's refresh this page here. Oh, we got 0.4. Woohoo! We're already on the market. So for 0.4, we got basically almost $1,000 US. Very nice, straight off the bat. We're in the sniping opening hour. We are on the market, folks. We're in the money. So that's pretty awesome. We're doing pretty well. Love it. And the other thing we're going to look at is how many people were max staking out of the previous VCA. And we sold about 1.1 billion, remember? So we'll see how much gets staked out of that. 1093. I'm going to add this up, actually. This is pretty fun. This is pretty fun for sure. All right, so John says from BTC terms too. And John Atkins, John R., do you have a list of how much wrap Bitcoin was produced in each VCA? A lot of people would like to know that. That's a good question, actually. GS, am I eligible for Dire Wolf if I go with a 15-year stake today? Yeah, I don't think the snapshot's been had yet. So I think you're still eligible there, GS. I think we covered that. Let's jump back. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, the snapshot's not been done yet. Let's go to the launch pad. Let's go into that. Yeah, pretty sure that was the case. Snapshot's not yet. Yeah, you've got to, pretty sure you got time to do that. Yeah, when is the snap? I've had a print out of the snapshots coming up. Let me have a look here. It is certain GST time, Eastern time, I think. Let me go back up here. You're talking about the airdrop, right? So the airdrop, I think it might be on the form. Let me have a look here. Yeah, so here it is, a snapshot of Axion token stakers will be taken at 1300 PST time on Saturday the 12th of June. So I think you're still in the play for that, aren't you? Definitely check that up. I think it's set. I'm in the future, you see, but I think that you're still probably eligible for that because I think that's probably still in play. So just check that time up there, GS, on maybe Google that. Let me have a look on. Actually, I might just look up PST time. Tea time. Let me have a look. 12 a.m. the 12th of June. So that's got to be still in play then. Let me have jump over. Where'd I go there? 1 p.m. That's 1 p.m. PST time. So yeah, you still got time. Yeah. I think that's still the case. 1 p.m. 1300. Yeah, it's 12:08 a.m. So that looks like you're still in play there. So yes, the answer is yes. So you have to fill out the form though too. Make sure they do that GS once again. All right, so don't forget you can just find that on the launch pad there after you've made your stake. GS is what I recommend, and you should get an eligibility thing up here, and then go click on that after you've maxed stake there. So congratulations, GS! What a great day, and looks like you're going to get access to that as well. So very cool, just in time. That was a good question though, GS, because that hopefully answered it for a few other people that may have answered questions too. And Kevin Wilson's in the house. Hey Kevin, good to see you as always. Great mega VCA. Yeah, it was pretty good, I thought. Almost 1.1 billion sold. I think that's a pretty good day. And obviously people got a good deal. That's a good time when people get good deals. Very cool. John Atkins, I've only kept statistics for my wallet, unfortunately. And GS, wow, great. Absolutely awesome stuff. All right, so let's jump back. I'm not sure actually what PST time, so it's 12:08. Yeah. 1300 PST time. Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just that's just in the morning. It's just clicked over to the 12th, so it's only just started from the looks of it. Wow, wow. All right. Let me go and check out. Let's jump out of there. We'll jump out of Nomics and let's go out here. We've got the price sitting at 0001,174, and I like it when it's green. Everyone prefers it when it's green, of course. Let's go. We need some sentiment move. So we're still at 0.04, but nice little start for VCA number 41. That's pretty cool. I was actually going to do something else. I just can't remember what it was now. Let's jump back here. So we've got similar rates. Obviously, the rates in a VCA similar Uniswap and on the and the auction price, but you get a 10% wrap Bitcoin cashback just like we did in the previous auction, and of course you get between 60 and 20% if you stake from between 350 days and 5555 days. 5555 days are max share stakes, and that's 15.2 years, and that is a special club. You get special benefits, access to IEOs, airdrops, and all sorts of stuff on there, and you can see that on the launch page. And this is just ramping up. We've got one what I call commercial utility strategic partner here in SKRT. So they cover regulations. They're actually doing a lot. I was really amazed and impressed by the stuff they're doing in the chat. They're making a lot of really going for guns since they've had this IEO launch too. And then we've got a fun community, Sleepy Sloth a meme coin there, and then of course we've got Direwolf, which is also I think they're transitioning from a meme coin into a community focused coin. They look pretty cool, and apparently we've got a top 300 wallet holder in the chat, so that's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. So that did a nice little IEO in that too, and we've got more IEOs coming up, and apparently we've got hopefully a lot of them will be more commercial orientated, like this SKRT one, but also apparently there's quite a big well-known crypto name partner that's in development as well, and also an exchange is definitely coming up in line as well. So that'd be nice to spread out the audience there as well. So looking some good stuff coming up. Let's quickly go into the chat and make sure. Yeah, there we are. So all right, John Atkinson's got some comments. Same here. John, what confuses mine is increased divs when I have added more stakes. Increased div when I added more stakes. True, to get that. So we used to the actual history in the auctions has we've got that down here. So we've got the next one is a regular auction that's starting tomorrow in 24 hours. That's going to be auction day 212, regular auction. And let's see if we've already got the Friday one. So yeah, so next Friday's VCA has already got 447 million Axion in it flowing over from the auction that just finished. So we had about 1.9 million. 1.9 billion, sorry, that wasn't sold, so that will flow into this one here coming up on the 18th of June. Boy, that's just over halfway through the month, so that's what's happening. And obviously we just had the auction finished here, and that's that 3 billion. We got 56 ETH in there. Now the auction numbers with the new rules have changed. We've lost all the old history here in the auction history, so that's just changed to the new rules. So those have all been registered, so they're not actually reading correctly based on the auction rules at the time. But the ETH is fine, the Axion's pool's fine, but this Axion per ETH number's gone off. That's not usable now. I let the team know about that, but that's it. All right, so Ethereum 0.4. I guess it's more apples or apples, but it's not apples with what actually happened with, it's apples and oranges compared to what the actual rules were at the time. We're at 0.04. Let's close out of these direwolf. Don't forget to fill out the form for the airdrop. And if you've got a max share stake over 500,000, and also I think the fundraiser, when is it? July the 24th. Token purchase and fundraiser vested until the full moon, July the 24th. So I think that's actually, I'm not sure if that's actually finished. I'm actually not participating in that. So let me just have a look. Yeah, I think that's direwolf tokens. Let me have a look. I don't know where that sent me. Fundraiser instructions to follow soon. Fundraise 50,000. They will be selling discounted wolf tokens. Make sure 10% discount. Max stake is 20% discount. It's limited to $250 per wallet on a first come first basis. Tokens purchased, so vested until the full moon. Fundraiser instructions to follow shortly. So I guess that's not available yet. So that's something coming up there. Yeah, that's not coming up, so that's cool. All right, so gas price is looking pretty good going to the auctions. Probably somewhere between $10, something like that. I guess it's probably to enter the auction. Let us know in the chat if you've what the cost was to enter the auction that we just had. That'd be really helpful just for new people that are going to go in, what the cost was, and also let us know what the withdrawn stake fee was, because obviously there's a cost to enter into the auction, cost to withdraw and stake in the auction. So let us know what those were. Maybe GS or Alex or somebody could tell us. And the other thing is, of course, we've got Axion version 3 coming up, and that's going to completely change that. Our understanding is that it'll just be one fee, and it'll be super low, super low to enter and to withdraw and stake, which is beautiful. Axion's leading the way on the Ethereum blockchain big time, and I'm going to do my best to spread that message once we're up and running. That'll be pretty exciting stuff. I know that a big shout out to T Daly and the dev team, Defro and all the rest of them for all the hard work they're putting in. Big shout out for them. Yeah, really appreciate all the hard work they do, and very cool indeed. All right, let's go here. We're basically we're going to check out some of the bids that we just got on the end there for the VCA40. We're going to see, let's just go back here. So our final bid, well, that's our new bid that came in for 0.4. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the new bid. So that's the bid there. We got a fish coming in just at the end there, very nice. And on the previous auction, we got a little shrimp coming in there, 0.09, $200. So with that lower gas price, people are willing to go in with $200. What makes sense if you're getting it for $10. That makes probably a lot of sense, and probably another $10, $15 to get out the other side. 0.4 in there, so critical. Let's add up what we've got in the stakes, folks, because we had 1 billion and 93. Let's see, all these people come out and max stake. So let's add it up and see how many people max staked out of the last VCA, and let's check that out. But before we do that, let's go to the chat and see what we're coming up here with. John Atkins, can you rephrase? Canano TV's in the house, locked on and listening. There we are, locked on and listening. Very cool. All right, John Atkins, I've bought more Axion in auctions and max staked each time, so my divs go up each time I do that, and so increase my divs from the onwards. Yeah, very cool. And so not easy to compare divs VCA. Absolutely, it's hard to compare the apples to apples. SP says, what are your thoughts on the current Axion token price, man? I say it's a buyer's market at the moment. That's what I would say, SP. I think that the probability is up. The timing is always a harder one to get placed, but I actually think there's a lot of news coming out from the last couple of months been relatively quiet, but we've had to start having a little bit of news come out the last week, and there's a lot of development work that's been done and leading up to this point. So the next 4 to 6 weeks is when a lot of that stuff will be coming out from marketing, strategy, platform launch for V3 and product developments, IEO strategic partners, and hopefully we're going to hear about the Connect, and the we're going to hear about the credit card and fiat onboarding and all that sort of stuff as well. So there's lots of stuff happening all across that spectrum, plus a few surprises we're not aware of. Also, there's exchange listing that's I think going to be happening at some stage, and it's in the lineup. And so we're waiting for updates on all of these, basically, excuse me, all of these. And also, there's word about a big, big name to crypto partner potentially coming up. So we're looking for all of that. Also, any commercial partners in the launch pad. So we're just waiting to see how that all plans out. But this is the next 4 to 6 weeks. We're expecting a heavy flow of news from all that work that's been done. But obviously, the team's still frantically working away. So we did full out credits to them. The idea is, pal, I think that now it's really, based on the charts, really a really buyer's market, really good time to get in there, and huge upside potential. And always timing the bottom of the market. If you're looking at it from an individual perspective, seems like a great time from that perspective as well. Plus, there's obviously, we've got bigger themes happening. We've got, obviously, the market's got quite damp on the market, and also we've got Pulsechain. I talk about that on this channel, sucking a lot of economic energy at the moment. But there's a lot of people that are involved in that, are also involved in Axion, and so hopefully that there'll be a wealth flow back into Axion as well from that. And we had a little bit of that today, and I think that's probably going to build up that theme over the next few months as well. Hope that helps. All right, John Atkins says, I see what you mean. There are so many variables: Axion price, ETH price, BTC price, percentage of seller auction. Absolutely is, John. And John Robson, Connect card release was January, probably 2020. Yeah, that's probably right, John. But hopefully it's going to be sooner than that, to be honest. I think, I know that Punky wasn't completely happy with some of the arrangements there, but it'd be nice to see that out pretty soon. Like in the next month or two. That'd be a really nice thing. That is a really big deal for onboarding, also a really big deal for spending. So that's a really big part. Now, if we go to the Axion.network site, we go to Axion.network site. We'll look at the new website. This has been a big work in the project. This only came out, was it within the last, I think, 2 weeks ago maybe. And what a beautiful thing it is. It's a great site. And you need all these platforms to be able to then go out and do stuff. So really nice to see this done. And big hats off. If I had a hat, hats off to Joel and the rest of the team for putting this together. But on the spend part, you can see it's got this is coming. Connect Financial, spend your Axion or wrap Bitcoin dividends. So all that stuff you're getting, you can actually spend in the real world. That's huge, folks. That's really massive. And I'm not aware of other ones doing this once, but let us know in the chat if you are. Extend your purchasing power with Connect Visa credit card, load up on fiat and others. So they're going to have staking and all sorts of stuff on there. So you're going to be able to buy, earn interest and spend as well. So pretty neat stuff, and connect to the fiat world. So it's a real upside there. And we're going to get some neat little glossy cards as well with Axion on there. It'll be interesting to know what the unique benefits are to Axion as well, like a partnership thing. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully something will come up there. Saying that, Axion's just lifting up there a bit. 000118. Nice to see that as well. All right, so 0.4. Let's jump over to here. I want to do the old calculator. Let's get into this. I delayed it just to check out the chat stuff there. So we're at we sold 1.93 approximately based on my numbers. So let's do the stakes that came out of the VCA. We got 72.7. So we're going to minus 72.7. And that was a shark. We had a fish upgrade to a dolphin. We got a new dolphin. I love that when we get new dolphins. We had quite a few lately. So it's really cool. So minus, we've got 18.7. And then we got minus, we got a shark that came out with 46.9 max shared. Now look at this beautiful max shares. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Beautiful thing. So we're down to 1 billion now. We had started with 1,097.3 million. So we're down to 1 billion. Minus 46.9. So we're down to 954 million now. All right, let's go. We've got another shark. Man, look at these sharks. I love it. Sharks are in the water. I said that. Sharks are in the water. Minus 23.5. And then we're going to minus this shark here, 52.8. 52. These are awesome numbers. I mean, really, this shows you that Axion rate. But these guys are onto it. Look at these sharks. They know what they're doing. They're already big accounts, and they're already buying at these prices. It just show you, if you're new to Axion, you watch to follow the big fish. Follow the big fish. 52.8. All right. But now we're down to 878. So let's go. Don't be late. This is Dolphin, came out with 62 from the looks of it. New stake for 350 days. So they did the minimum. So that one didn't make max share. That's not too bad. We got this fish became a dolphin. Another fish became a dolphin. That's the second one. Cool. I love it. Love it. That's great. So plus minus 14. Minus 14. And then we're going to go, we got a shark came out with 1.8. So we're going to minus 1.9 because it's close enough. 1.9. And what else we got? We got the new stake here, 555. And so that's minus 6. Not too bad. And then we got a new stake here, 4.2, minus 4. So you can see where we're heading with this. And then we got a shark came out with 63. So we're going to minus 63.3. And so we're down to 789 now. And what else? We've got a shark came out with 35, minus 35. And boom, we're down to 754 now. And now we've got this one dolphin came out, I guess, with two mil. So we'll just do 2 mil, minus 2. And so we're down to 52 now, 752. So we know that, was it 250, about 340 million was max shared stake straight away. And some people may not even be on their computer at the moment. So we're going to watch, if you actually keep adding, we're probably going to turn this all the way down. I think we've got a really high percentage of max share stakes coming out. And look at this all happening there. So that's pretty impressive. I think that's going really, the balancing rules are working quite well, I think, overall. And look, hey, we're getting the price moving up a little bit. Oh, just moved up as we were doing it. 000119, almost at 0012. Impressive. So it looks like, look at that, a 5-point bid came in there from EDF. Now we know who EDF is, right? Who knows EDF? Let us know in the chat if you know who EDF account is. That just bid in 5 ETH. We know who EDF is. Let's go and check in the chat there. All right, so I wouldn't hold my breath, says John Robinson. Yeah, nice one. I always like to be a bit optimistic there, John. So I'm holding my breath for that one. I think BlockFi also is coming out with a crypto credit card. Okay, that's interesting to know. Thanks for that, Prana. Hey, good to see you, Pranas, by the way. And then also Mega VCA. Yeah, it was pretty good, I thought. So nice one there. All right, let's quickly check. And hey, welcome everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the Axion token auction show. Back-to-back VCAs. Mega VCA was pretty good. We sold 1,093 million Axion. 1,093 million Axion. It was pretty cool. And also that's about 2.15 VCAs. And today we're just starting a VCA number 41 at 508 million Axion in it, and we're already on the map there. So very nice. We've got some bit of buying going on here at the bottom of the price chat. So definitely happening there. And we've got a big buy there, 99, and from EDF. Let me know in the chat if you know who EDF is. That'd be pretty interesting to see how closely you've been watching these wallets as well. All right, so let's jump over to, let's jump back to the auction, and we got 0.75, so we had a second bid in just now, second bid, so we jumped from 0.4 to 0.75. So this ETH is slowly climbing in there, and our rate is still pretty good. So even with, probably hasn't quite adjusted for the price, the auction price, Axion price has moved up slightly. We'll see whether the updates in a second. We do need 26, so the ETH has gone up in value. The Axion price has gone up. The ETH has gone up to 26.04. We need to sell out slightly higher, so that's good from the from a global point of view. That's 60,223. We've got 1,736 in there already, so looking good there. We've got another shrimp to stake more since we were adding up that shrimp. I'm not going to add them all up, but we've got another shark there that was 0.35. Follow the sharks. Follow the big fish. That's the lesson for today. Follow the big fish. There are sharks in the water. There are sharks in the water. All right. So you can have a bit of fun with these auctions. You don't have to be too serious with the numbers. Sometimes I get serious with the numbers. Sometimes I like to have fun with the numbers. This is how we roll. So we're at 587.9 billion shares in the market. Not too bad at all. And look at we just missed 130 wrapped Bitcoin and 40 VCAs, but we've got VCA41 and we're at 129.85. We're definitely going to blow past 130 today for sure. And cashed out so far, 97.3 wrapped Bitcoin's been cashed out. So I know some of you have cashed out your wrapped Bitcoin sitting in your wallet, no doubt, hodling it for the 20x in wrapped Bitcoin price over the next couple of years. Remember, the emission curve's going down for Bitcoin. The institutions are still buying. They don't care about the electricity costs. They're still secretly buying. They don't count them out. So there we are. And anyway, if you look at the economic value in dollar terms for Bitcoin and electricity use, it's far more efficient than the big companies on the Dow Jones or any of those sort of things. The returns on your investment from an economic point of view, as in terms of efficiency, is Bitcoin smashes them in terms of economic efficiency. So there we are. There's some irony there in those comments. All right, so there we are, folks. It's just 000196, and we've got an old whale back here coming back in at the bottom of the price. Buy low, sell high is the mantra from that one. All right, let's go. Pranam, I have no idea who EDF is. John Robinson's not on my list. All right. Well, I don't want to get too namey, but we kind of know who that is. Melvin Zeversho. Hi everyone. I just wanted to know if our divs depend on the auction sales or there are fixed amounts. No, it does depend on the auction sales. So those are the dividends, but what happens is that you get a minimum of 8% return a year because we have minimum 8% inflation in Axion per year. So you get a minimum of that in Axion. But on top of that, you get wrapped Bitcoins from whatever sells out in the 4 VCAs that we have a week, and you get Axion dividends as well. So you get wrapped Bitcoin dividends from 4 VCAs, and you get Axion dividends from 3 regular auctions on top of the 8% return. Hopefully that helps you there. Now, there are penalties when people break stakes early, penalties, and those penalties go into the auctions as sales. So sometimes an auction typically a regular auction will be 200 million, but you'll see it a bit higher. That's because there were some penalties floating into those regular auctions, and that's how that works. Let's have a quick look here. Wrapped Bitcoin depends on auction sales, but Axion divs come from multiple other sources. There we are. All right. Let me just show that. Boom. All right. So let's jump over to. Let's jump back to the thing. Let me go here. Oh, okay. Hey, if you're new to at the Axion Token channel, do subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget there's lots of great videos on here, all about auctions, staking, and liquidity mining. If you haven't done liquidity mining, there's also that on Axion. That is one of the products. It's got a bit riskier. The other ones are pretty, staking, pretty safe bets. But the Axion liquidity mining does have impermanent losses, but it is give you some pretty good rewards as well. So you can click on the mining tab there. That's the third one, and you can see liquidity mining. I've got a video on that if you want to have a look at it. Even if you don't go into it, it's good to be educated about such offerings in the marketplace at the moment. And look, we've got 87 days left in it, of course, and there's 2.3 billion Axion left in the rewards there. And there's a block every 13 seconds, I think. Has 4,100 in it, so every 13 seconds there's a payment that you can claim real time, and it shows up your LP token. So there's a good video on that on this channel if you want to look up liquidity mining. All right, so let's have a quick look back to the auctions. Boom, there we are, 0.75. We're going to jump over to the Axion Today dashboard. Sometimes they give us a bit more of an update. Here we are. So far with 0.75 of Ethereum going in there, we've got 85% that goes back to Axion stakers, and you will get that. So far we've got 0.0414 Bitcoin paid to stakers from today's VCA41. So that's $1,464. So that's how that works. 85% of this amount goes on to Uniswap and buys wrapped Bitcoin, and then gives it back to stakers. You can see some of the stakes coming out just of the previous VCA that we just had. You can see that's coming out too. So not too bad at all. Let's jump over to the activity, see some of those in detail. All right, so we're going to look at the bid so far. We go so far in today's bid of VCA41. We have a 40 from a fish came in right at the beginning, and now we had our second bid, which is from a shark, 0.35. And obviously, when they go in with 0.35, that's $810 worth. They get 10% back immediately as one of the benefits, which is 0.0023 BTC, and that's $80 worth. Obviously, 10% of 810 is about $80 there. And then 85% goes to stakers, which is $685. So if you're staked with Axion, you just got some wrapped Bitcoin divs based on your share percentage. And obviously, the more Bitcoin that comes in, the more you'll get. That's pretty much how it works, folks. So obviously, the higher the Axion price goes, the more ETH that's required, and therefore the more ETH that to get in there, there needs to be more bidders into the auction to meet that higher price and higher demand thing. So that's how it works. Obviously, also the number of Axion that's in there as well impacts it. So there's a lot of variables that move around. Obviously, Axion is in the buyer's market at the moment. So if you're entering Axion, a really good buying entry at the moment, historically, almost back to the original day. So that's a pretty cool buying chance there for you to get into at the moment. And this is the daily chart you can see on the price here. So you can see that's where we had when we launched, and basically it was all the days. We had a big run up, of course, when the VCAs launched. We had this massive run up, and it just pulled back. We had a couple of whales sell out in here, so there were a couple of original whales. You do have to get them to move on, and the lower the price they move on, the better if they're not committed. But we do have a lot of committed whales as well. Probably the vast majority committed, and we also have a board of investors that have whales and stuff in there. So that's what we're going to lead on to now. We're going to go, you guessed it, we're going to go to the news. We're going to go to the news. Here we go. So we're going to scroll down to the news, and we're going to read this news because it's fun. It's actually pretty good, actually. So we're going to scroll down, and I'm just going to go back to, I think we're going back up to the news here. Let me, all right, so there's actually more news than this news. We've got special news today as well as the general news. All right, so let's go on to this. So here we are, the news today from Punky, the strategy director. Hi, everybody. Let's all meet and have some town halls. Last week, Jack announced that he is continuing to step back for personal reasons, and we now have 15% of the regular auction worth of profits to decide what to do with as a community. Yay! This is awesome. This is truly awesome, and I'm great to see it. As this is a crucial juncture of action, we want to make sure that we arrange ample time for community to discuss before going to a vote. In that vein, we will be hosting 3 town halls this weekend. Very cool. June the 13th, 1600 UTC time, June the 13th, 2200 UTC time, and June the 14th, 4 o'clock in the morning UTC time. In this announcement, Jack laid out his proposal for the funds. Now let's talk as an ecosystem and boil down up to 3 different ways to use these funds long term for the Axion community. In other words, to form a vote, I guess. And another day, another demonstration by Axion on a hashtag a better way to crypto. Brian Punky Newbright. So Brian's really quite committed to ethical finance and having Axion sit in that pocket. So pretty awesome stuff, and so it's going to be great to be in there. Hopefully I can make one of those town halls myself. If you're interested, get into it, have your voice heard, and bring up your ideas. We have a wide knowledge and knowledgeable crypto community in Axion, and they bring a lot of wealth of information, and so having your ideas come in for the best usage and forming up a nice vote for the community to vote on would be pretty cool. I have some very clear ideas myself on that, so hopefully that's going to go somewhere in that ballpark. Will be pretty cool. Very cool. All right, so that's the big news there, but we also had some other news. But before we get to that, we've got some special news. Before we get to that, we're going to go and check the chat, see how we're going. Melvin Zavesho, thank you. Well understood. Hey, I appreciate that. It's great that you that's clear. But it is pretty awesome stuff. Wrap Bitcoin Divs is really the tagline. It's a great way of getting Wrap Bitcoin Divs, and I'm very bullish on Wrap Bitcoin. Bitcoin over time, I think it's going to be pretty huge. Ron Robertson, our friend, added 500 million and now has 1.5 billion liquid. He also has 21 trillion direwolf. I see. Good one, John. I appreciate that. That's interesting. So that's going to be an issue in the future there, John. So that's just unfortunate, but we'll see. That's not going to be yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's the market for you. So that's just the way you have to roll. All right, so let's jump over to the special news. We're going to go to board announcements and jump in here. And this was coming out of the board. So we haven't heard from the board of investors for a while. Now, these are very big wallets that have very good intentions to help Axion grow. So grow in value, grow community, support its vision, all that sort of stuff. So pretty nice. So Cripple's is one of the oversight people on there. Now Cripple's in our community here on this channel. He does some great work, and months have passed since the community voted for the members of the community oversight committee. So the board of investors has big whales, sharks, and dolphins pretty much in it, and they have 5 people from the community that help give oversight to their investing. So it's really ethical investing, supportive investing, all that sort of stuff. In the background, the team has been really busy closely following and discussing the growth and actions of the board investors. We are pleased to see we only had to interject a board of investor decision once, and we can definitely say that the group is really working in the benefit and growth of the Axion project and token. So a big clap out to the board of investors, because that's really cool to see that. They meet regularly and have really try and keep as close to possible to their ethos in there too. That said, we are happy to announce that one of our members has reached out the requirements to join the board of investors. So that's pretty cool. So one of the 5 people doing the oversight that wasn't on the board of investors has got a big enough account now to jump on themselves, and that means that there's 1 vacant. So this means we now have 1 vacant spot available for one of our community members to be filled. Please find more information about the community oversight committee and the actions in the knowledge base article below. So there's the article there. So you can actually see that on the Discord. I'll just post that in the chat there. So it's the BOI invite. You can want to check that out. So pretty cool. I'll just post that, boom, so that you can see that. And then let's just jump back to that news there. over the course of the next 7 days, we would like the community to DM or this is the second one here coming out just a bit later in the day. Over the course of the next 7 days, we'd like the community to DM or community oversight committee in the general chat and name of your nominee, which will be added to the list below. So if you want to participate in that and you really want to support the community and the board of investors going forward, then that's an opportunity for you to get involved. We have a lot of people in the community get quite involved. It's really nice to see. Community Oversight Committee, a nominee list. This is the list of the nominated community members. Please have a look at this list before messaging us your nominee to avoid duplicates, of course. The nominee list will be put up to vote on our amazing DAO voting system after being checked on the requirements to join. These requirements are not to not exceed a number of 70 million Axion tokens and have 50% of the token stake max. The board of investors wallets are documented and will be excluded from the vote. As a reference for the wallet, today's date and time will be noted down, so wallets cannot be manipulated or to meet the requirements. Furthermore, we are pleased to announce another DAO vote will be up to vote, requesting the community for the COC to accept a small compensation offered for the work by the Axion Foundation, together with the benefits of the board investors will receive in the future. So a bit of payment coverage there. Let your voice be heard in these 2 votes, and we look forward to welcoming one of you to join us for our work. Join us in our work for you, the Axion community. So very nice there. The Community Oversight Committee currently has Andreas Emergard, who's one of the moderators on this chat as well on Axion Token. Does a wonderful job all around the place and all supporting all the Axion stuff. So it's pretty neat. Mr. Transaction, of course, is there. FBAM, bam, bam. I love FBAM. FBAM's there. And then, of course, Cripple, one of our favorite community members for sure, does wonderful stuff as well. So they're all in there. And so there's a vacancy. So if you want to get into that, get into it, and you can obviously see that on the Discord. Keep zooming. Alex is going to kill me for zooming, but there we are. And then you got Paul in there, who's now moving from, I think, head moderator to the head of marketing, pretty much. So that's Paul in there as well. So very nice update there from the team. Very cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's jump over to general and jump back to the auction. Let's see if we've got some bids in there. All right, so we're 39 minutes in to the opening sniping hour, and we've got 0.75 ETH in there, 26.27. We've got $1,700 versus 60,813. We've got the prices moved up a bit, and where are we at up there? So prices just moved up a tad, and yeah, we got that obviously the whale coming in and buying, and so that's lifted the price again a bit. So that's nice, bit of price support. That's pretty cool. Let's have a go. I think Prana's got some comments here. Just let me check this out. Hey, how is El Salvador going to be able to transact in Bitcoin? Thought BTC was too slow and expensive to transact, especially for small daily purchases. Yeah, well, you know, with that Prana, that it's probably just the bigger players that are going to be getting into the Bitcoin. Probably more of a, and maybe they're opening it up for the Central Reserve and whatever their Central Reserve Bank is called in El Salvador to purchase Bitcoin. But like how central banks purchase gold. And so a lot of them will be moving to Bitcoin, which is even more scarce than gold, and each certainly more transactionable in real time. You can just transfer it around the blockchain. Don't have to pick up your ton of gold and move it, and all the rest of the problems with that. So probably that's the way to go, I think. Probably not for small purchases. Definitely opening it up for cryptocurrency generally, though, and that means opens up. If you think about any cryptocurrency, can be transferred much easier. Obviously, there are some that do focus on developing nations and smaller nations. You got Electronium, all sorts of stuff like that do focus on those ones. Yeah, it looks like Hannah leveled up. Oh wow, really? Oh, that's cool. And Alex K, I think they will be using Lightning Network and some other non-L1 solutions. Yeah, so they'll be doing that. I don't think Lightning Network's been working that well, but obviously it must have decent functionality. But yeah, Bitcoin is still trunking along there. Maybe they won't force people to accept BTC, even though they made it legal tender. Yeah, I really think it opens it up for the central banks. That's probably the main thing, Prana, is my view. If they're going to start, I think you're going to have a lot more central banks start opening, trying to collect Bitcoin secretly behind the scenes there, as opposed to gold. So it's a lot easier to do. Banks still try and accumulate gold, but definitely Bitcoin. It will be even more chased after because the supply is so fixed. And I've got a video on that, of course, on this channel. Kept looking at my top 5 reasons for Bitcoin being super bullish FOMO. so you can check that on this channel as well. And I cover some of those features. Alex says, as long as this legal tender is convertible for BTC, really doesn't matter if it's run on blockchain or not. Right, there we are. All right, let's go back to the auction. All right, so we've got 18 minutes left in the opening sniping hour, and we're at 0.75. Let's see what the run rate would be on that. We'll just, I guess we've got 20 minutes left, so let's say that 1.33 times 0.75, that gives us an hour. So let's times that by 24 hours, and that would be 24 hours. Of course, that's one way of doing it. The other way would have been probably just going 26.15 divided by 0.75. I guess that's another way of doing it. That's not quite an annualized hour. So I think my first method was much more accurate. So at this current run rate on an hourly basis, we would sell out in 24 hours. So we're looking at a good run rate at the moment. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. Are you? I'm feeling pretty confident. I think the balancing rules are playing out well. We're getting a high max share staking coming out by long-term investors. And so that's what we want. Well, I shouldn't say long-term investors, but with a few that don't long-term invest. But that's pretty cool. I think we're getting some good results starting to build up. And that first week when you changed the rules, the pre, of course, was a bit. We had some funny auctions. Those first 3 auctions out of there were a bit weird, especially the first 2. The third one wasn't too bad, but we're certainly starting to turn around now. People are getting used to the auction rules, and I think the incentives are easier to explain. Definitely been easier to explain the differences between the auctions. Just for 10% Axion and regular auctions, 10% Wrap Bitcoin, and the venture capital auctions, much easier. Everything else is pretty much the same. So cool. All right, so let's jump over to. I think we were having more. So we had this. I think we had 2 million come out there. So crab became a fish, and a dolphin became a shark. There we are. A new shark is born. Watch out for the sharks in the water. And 35 mil there. So we had some good numbers there coming out. So I think we're going to see a lot more max shares coming out of these auctions. I think that's a really cool sign. And I'm sure that Punky will be happy that's matching his theoretical models, I guess. All right, so that's looking good. All right, let's go back to chat, check out some stuff there. By the way, let us know. Let us know if you went into the VCA yesterday, or if you've gone in today. Let us know what your fees were for entering, and what your fee was for withdrawing and staking. If you could separate those two out, it'd be really lovely to know that in the chat. And maybe Alex or somebody could put that in. The amount to enter, just as an indication at the moment. We know that the Gwei prices at the moment is really low for Ethereum at the moment. We'll just check that out too while we're here. And let's see if we get a bounce. We got a little bounce in Ethereum. It was under 2,300. It's just over 2,300. Really like to see that have a little rally over the weekend. Let's see if that happens. That'd be very positive rather than keep sliding. Keep sliding is a bad sign. But if we get a rally, get a bit of a push up, back up, maybe 2,800, that'd be a really good sign over the weekend. All right, let's jump over here to the Gwei prices. Still really low to enter the auction. So if you're going to go to VCA, you've still got quite relatively low fees at the moment. You can see that Uniswap swap at the moment is between maybe $2.50 and $3.50 in there for Uni 2 and 3, and so forth. If we check out the OpenSea NFTs contract, so if you've got an NFT, people do sell them on auction in the OpenSea. You can see that's about $9.94. So definitely entering the auction must be relatively cheap at the moment. It's probably one of the best indicators on this list of comparisons there. Even Tornado Cash, which used to have horrendous fees for depositing, is down to 20, 25, 1. So that's probably more like 15. So yeah, that's even more amazing. And look at that. We got tens there. We had some more tens. We still haven't had a day. Can't see any hour that's been under 10 yet. So we're still waiting for an average hour under 10. We'll wait for that too. All right, let's go into here. Just gonna. I think we got Prana says I bid in the Mega VCA with 11 Gwei and paid $8.50. See, that's not too bad. I mean, obviously V3 is going to change all that altogether, but that's not too bad for $8.50. Very nice. And what was the withdrawn stake, Prana? Are you able to tell us what the withdrawn stake was? So $8.50 to get into the auction today, folks, approximately. And that's an actual. So you'll probably get a notification that's high, of course. And then I staked the auction for 8 Gwei and paid $9. Woo-hoo-hoo! $18. Wow. That's so cool. Oh, that is good. That's good. Oh, well done, Prana. So thanks very much for providing that information too. It's very helpful. So if you're new to Axion and you want to enter the auction today, you can see that it's going to cost you about $9 to enter and about $9 to withdraw and stake it. So it's about $18 at the current price of Gwei, and you can see that's around about 8 to 10 Gwei at the moment. So I think we scroll back up here. So look at this 9.8. This is really special Gwei prices for Ethereum at the moment. Very cool. There is the fork coming up. I can't remember. It's Alex probably remember the number of the fork coming up. Alex, do you remember what the actual gas update or something that the miners were against that's coming up in the fork at the moment? You probably remember that. You normally pick up on those things quite well. Just let me know in the chat there. It'll be quite useful. Helps with the community as well. Hey, we're at 0.77 ETH in the auction. I had a bit of a stutter there. Where the stutters come from? Probably need a little drink. There we are. A little drink. So we're 0.77, ticking along. I think we must have a little bit in there. I think we might have got a little. Yeah, 0. I thought the number had gone up by just a small amount, and there we are. We had a dolphin bid in 0.02 ETH at $46. There we are, folks. That's how it rolls. Dolphin bidding in. So they got $4.60 back, and $39 goes to the rest of the stakers. So there we are, and you know that's how you roll. All right. So hey, the Axion price just went to 0.0012. Woohoo! FOMO, feel the FOMO. So already winning, hashtag winning. Was it Charlie Sheen hashtag winning? So 5.7 million bought there by this wallet here with 0.29 ETH. Very cool, and that's an interesting amount actually. So that's a really nice buy there. And hey, we don't get many bots, but we definitely got bot around this. Obviously, I think it's when they beat the gas fee and maybe something to do with slippage, but definitely gas fee. I think when your gas fee is a bit on maybe the issue. Yeah, so let's quickly check that. All right, so Prana says I staked the EIP 1559. Thanks, Prana. That's right. John X says my bid last VCA was 14 Gwei, $10, and max stake was 15 Gwei, $24. So wow. Okay, so there's between $18 and $24 is kind of what you can expect based on the Gwei. So thanks for the range there, John. That was really great. And Prana, I think that's in July or August. Yeah, that's so. Do you know? I just can't remember what it was. I read it, but I just can't remember what they were actually doing. And I know the miners were against it. And it's another attempt by Ethereum to deal with the fees. Now, I'm sure if they could deal with the S load and put the fees back for the S load, it would be much better. I can't believe they did that for all smart contracts. I have no idea why they thought. It seems pretty arbitrary to me. I need to go back and read why they thought that was a good idea to increase the S load. Maybe Alex knows if he's still watching. But yeah, or Prana for that matter. Prana seems to know quite a bit about it. So let us know in the chat there. All right, so let's go to the general chat to see what's been happening, what the tone is in here. Just figured out I've just been buying 5,000 a day last few days. Low price pulls me back in. That's Doofus in the house. That's classic. Very cool. I like that one. Accidentally. That's I've been buying. I figured out I've been buying. How do you just figure it out? You must have pushed the button, right, to buy. That's hilarious. So here we are. Let's Andreas board announcements. Get into that. That's what we just read about. Get into there and check that out for sure. We'll do a bit of likes there. And what else? Doris Seps in there. Ask the whales. I'm curious as to why we're 100 billion staked and price still plummets. Ask the whales, says Doris Sep. Yeah, so whales have been an issue, but we saw one go out, but we seem to have one back in. So there we are. One's gone out, one's back in. Auction is capped at 90% capacity to prevent it from overselling. Yep, and hey, yeah, about this cap. So yeah, just a few stuff in there. Very cool. At the moment. So let's actually put in here. You can actually just type in hashtag AS and not hashtag exclamation sign. And you can see that we're 2.92% sold out already at 0.77. So not too bad. We've got 23 hours and 9 minutes to go. Whoa, that's cool. And I think EIP 1559 is to make gas fees more stable block to block. Okay. And burning fees. Really burning fees. Okay. Miners get tips. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, very cool. Thanks for the update, Prana. All right, so hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Back-to-back VCAs. I mean, it's been pretty incredible. And after this, I'm going to grab some dinner. Normally, this is what time is it in New Zealand? It's 7:53 p.m. in the evening on Saturday in New Zealand. 12th of June 2021. Yeah, we're already almost halfway during the year. That's quite crazy if you think about it. The year's really racing past. So heading well. And well, we're in our 7th month, aren't we, for Axion? And this is auction day 211. And so 211, this is our auction day, VCA number 41. And back to back, of course, Friday, Saturdays, back to back VCA. So great, bit of entertainment in the weekend is for sure for the auctions. And we're looking at obviously selling out 508 million. I'm feeling pretty confident that we're going to get there today, and that's bullish sign. We had a pretty good VCA, mega VCA, and we sold about 2.15 regular VCAs, so almost 1.1 billion Axion was sold. That's pretty good. And also we've got it looks, I'm pretty confident about this one today, and so we'll see how we go. Also, we've got the Axion price just moving up a little bit, 00012. It certainly is a good buying time. We'll see whether the market decides to pick up a bit more of that over the next 24 hours as well. And yeah, the market's definitely down. Ethereum at just floating around at $2,300 mark, and let's hope that we get a bit of a move on with that price as well. Like I say, when you have buying, it's like a whole ton of people entering a big, what do you call it? A big stadium. You know, imagine an empty stadium. When the market goes in a bull market, it's like a whole ton of people fill up the seats in the stadium, and they're all bidding in the price. And then when the market starts to move into a more bearish price, it's like all the people leaving. They stop bidding, and they all start leaving, and then you end up with a kind of an empty stadium. It's kind of like that. Not quite, you know, obviously there's still people left in there, but you know, it's kind of like that a little bit when you get those moves on. Yeah, so interesting stuff there. All right, so how are we going? We're going, let's just check all the results. The auction is sitting at, we've got 6 minutes, 40 minutes to go in the live stream, and we've been streaming for a pretty good time. Oh, where are we going? We're going 100 minutes exactly. Just 100 minutes. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes, and we're going to keep going for another 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We've got the opening sniping hour for VCA number 41. We've got 508 million Axion in there, 60,900. That's gone up obviously with the price moving up to 00012, and we've got Ethereum 0.77 in there. We need 26.23 to sell out. That's actually gone up since we started the auction. We've got $1,788 in there at the moment. We need 60,920 to sell out. We are getting wrapped Bitcoin divs today, and with the auction price is 19.3 million Axion per ETH. So far, if the price stays at this level or higher, then going in yesterday was slightly better at this stage, but obviously we've got 23 hours and 5 minutes to go, so we'll find out whether that's actually the case at the end. It's part of the fun of entering the auctions, is you just don't know until the end. So there we are. But you do get 10% wrap Bitcoin back of your Bitcoin, of your Ethereum that you put into bid in. So you bid in Ethereum, you get 10% cash back and wrap Bitcoin immediately to your wallet. So it's nice. Plus you're going to get some epic historic rates, but the 19.23 level, so pretty awesome. And I think yesterday was actually the one we just finished was actually probably the historic all-time high one that I recall. And you also get up to 20% bonus Axion coming out of the auctions, which is another exciting bonus for staking longer, staking over 350 days, 6%, staking up to 15 years, 5,555 days. You get 20% bonus on top of that. Mind-blowing. And then on top of that, you get up to 300% shares for staking max share, which is 5,555 days. So pretty awesome stuff there. You can see in the bonuses. So that's what you get by bidding in. So if you want to bid in, you can do that. If you're watching this live stream afterwards, don't forget that you can bid in using the link in the video description, and you can get all these benefits here right now, and time the market at a pretty good place in the marketplace at the moment. All right, let's just jump over to let's check the mark there. So 35,400 for Bitcoin, and Ethereum at 2,300, and so forth. So hey, there's lots of sports going on at the moment. Euro 2020, FIFA, I think all that sort of stuff's going on, and NBA, I think, and all that stuff. I think it's all playing at the moment, at least some stage. So don't forget to check that out as well. Yeah, looking good. All right. It was over here. Yeah, don't forget to check out the website as well, Axion.network, if you want to learn heaps some stuff. So Axion website, and check that out. Boom. All right, so that's, you can check out the website and you can check out all the stuff in here. Invest and earn, spend. And if you want to get support, if you need help, you can just click on the Axion support and that will bring you up the knowledge base web page. So you can see all, just type in the questions. You got the basics, staking, auctions, DAO voting, Axion launch, Puckonomics, Discord, FAQs, and troubleshooting. So there's some really good articles there. Of course, you can click the help button, and you can get a real live moderator. You got a couple of people here under 5 minutes. These are real people in the moderators, so you can see them. They've got a couple of people. Some of them are in the actual chat. I think one of our moderators might be on that too at the moment, so pretty cool. And there's some of the same moderators that are in the general chat here, so that's nice as well. So do check out Axion.network site. You can get all the information you need, plus all the other stuff. Now, the other thing that's coming up, I forgot to mention, is the Axion roadmap is due any time now. And that was going to cover Q2, Q3, and probably beyond. And it's going to be the latest roadmap. So I'm very interested in looking at that. I will be covering that as soon as that is out. I'll be covering it and reviewing it myself. So there we are. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys join me for that when it does come out. All right, let's quickly jump here. I'm going to check to make sure there's no bids on this one. We'll jump over here. We're just about to finish the live stream. And thanks for everybody for staying so long. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed it. We've got a couple of minutes to go. And it's pretty fun stuff. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Do catch me at the end of this VCA. We're going to be doing the closing sniping hour, of course, maybe 45 minutes. Sometimes it just depends on how I feel at the time, but and how much ETH has actually gone into the auction. But we'll definitely grab me for the end of this VCA. And then, of course, we've got the opening of the regular auction. And normally I do about 15, 20 minutes opening for that, see if it gets sniped out early. Sometimes it doesn't, of course, but a lot of times it does get sniped out pretty quick on the regular auctions. They go to hotcakes, and people really after the Axion. So watch this. This is probably another 2 minutes. And we're going to see in another 22 hours where we're at, so you can join me back live. And, of course, I'll give you all the latest news and any updates that I see as well. And obviously perspectives. I'm going to continue to do specialty videos, probably 4 or 5 hours before this video on different topics, and introducing new communities to the Axion brand as well on YouTube by focusing on other projects. So that's been very successful so far, going well. So I'm going to keep doing that. It's working rather well. All right, so let's quickly go to the chat there. We've got obviously check out the website. We've got Kevin Wilson. Thank you. Hey, big thanks to you, Kevin. Always great to see you as well. And John Atkins, thank you, Superman. Very informative. Hey, much appreciated. And Prana there. Gracias, Superman. Gracias. I love that. Gracias, Superman. And yeah, very cool. All right, well, last minute, we're just counting it down. Here we go. We're counting down the last minute, and we'll see. I bet you some Ethereum will come in just after I finish the live stream too. That happens so often; it's hilarious. It's just you know, part of the game, really. Thanks for watching, and yeah, definitely stuff. And once again, Andreas and Alex, as always, salute. Thank you for moderating. Always appreciate it, and also all your wisdom. And thanks to everybody, Prana and John, everyone else in the chat. Very cool indeed. And GS, congratulations on your big windfall for the auction. Looks like a pretty good result. And once again, we're just about counting out 17 seconds. It's going to count. I'm going to cut down to 10 seconds, and then we're going to finish. So let's go for gold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sayonara. Cheers.